Hi Taurus, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is your Feb 2020 love story reading, and I will be doing a singles reading as well. So if you're single, then you could watch that reading, and I'll do that soon after the love story reading. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. Do consider subscribing. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you for your continued support. I'm so glad to have you back. Okay. Now, just a little disclaimer. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates. And please don't force the messages to apply to your situation. Okay. I will be talking in terms of their side and your side, but feel free to swap the sides depending on what you resonate most with, okay? The characters could switch places, but the story remains the same. Alright, so I have already shuffled the cards, but I'm also quickly giving it a bit of a shuffle. The oracle cards that I've pulled out in front of you, these are basically additional messages and any kind of guidance that wants to come through, okay? Alright, so let's begin. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The element of air. Now usually this is the spying card, okay? So there may be, I feel like you are keeping an eye out on someone, okay? Watching them closely is what I'm getting. It could be the other person, but I get the feeling that this is you. And what I'm hearing is watching what they're up to, okay? So not in a bad sense, but I mean, we all do this, right? We keep tabs on each other and basically are curious to know what's happening. And these days it is on social media, so that is quite possible. To put this there. Okay. Alright, so I'll just take you through the layout, the spread, okay. So as I said, there are two sides to the story, so we are going to look at their side and your side. And the cards in the middle are the mutual energy of or the mutual feelings, okay. And the one that you see on the side towards the candle is the near future, and nothing is set in stone. Tarot is very flexible, and it's hard to even determine time per se, because it's not linear, okay. It's quite possible that this has already happened in your life as well, so take it as it resonates. Now we'll start with the mutual energy. This is their side, so how they are coming into the relationship, what is their overall energy, their thoughts and feelings, their behavior, what do they want, okay, things like that. And this is your side. Alright, so we've got the this is a great start. We've got the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. I just sneezed really hard. I had to pause the video for that. Okay, so this is a wish fulfillment, okay, wishes coming true. And I got another synchronicity whilst I was shuffling your cards. When I just started your video, it was 444, okay. So this is a very good sign. I feel like you're on the right path, on the right track as far as this relationship is concerned. It's looking positive, and your wish is basically, this is like, what I'm hearing is your dream partner, okay? At least one of you feels that the other is their dream partner, someone who makes them extremely happy and fulfills them and fills their heart with joy and happiness, okay? So that's a great start. Let's see. Okay, so the way you're both coming into this is, I feel that I get the feeling that you've sort of had an eye on this person for quite some time, okay? So the thing is that this person has been through some massive endings, okay? Endings which have led them to now feel prepared for something new, okay? They're coming in as the Knight of Wands, full of fiery passion, driven. They are seeing what they want and they're going after it. So that's a very action-oriented energy. So I feel like this person may have ended something recently, and now they are all, no holds barred, all into it, and they're going for what they want, what they desire. And you've got a similar energy. I feel like you've sort of woken up. Okay, that is what I'm feeling. Like you've had some rest, okay, some pause, and some time to think through things, I'm getting. And also some much needed time out, okay, perhaps to heal from something and to really contemplate on something, maybe even meditating, praying, things like that, just getting your bearings back, okay. And with the Emperor here, I feel like you're now ready. It's almost like you've just woken up to this possibility, and you're giving it serious thought, serious consideration is what I'm getting, okay. I get the feeling this is like a new love, a new prospect, okay. Let's see. Yeah, we've got the Strength and the Hangman. I feel like this person is still trying to overcome some fears, okay. We'll get a clarification for that. You've got the 5 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles, okay. Let's get some clarifiers for this. Why do we have the Strength and the Hangman? Okay, the 6 of Wands. Why do we have the 5 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles here? I feel that you're still a bit resistant, a bit conflicted. Yeah, we've got the 5, another 5 here, 5 of Cups. So there may be some lingering feeling from the past which is kind of keeping you stuck, okay. That is what is occupying your heart space, your mind space. And even though I feel that you do want to put in effort, invest, I'm hearing, invest in this relationship, your thoughts and feelings are currently occupied by some sense of loss, something that was gone, something that was turbulent, disturbing, and some kind of conflict, okay. But I feel that you're trying to overcome that, okay. At the same time, you are looking at this prospect with the idea of, okay, maybe this is worth investing my time and energy in. But to a large extent, I feel that you are sort of living in the past, okay, or still maybe you haven't gotten rid of something from your system yet. So there's that release that needs to happen, that letting go of something that is gone, is dead, okay. This person is trying to get your attention, but I feel like they're giving you some space because you're going through some stuff, okay. You're going through perhaps some like I said, doubts, conflicts, inner conflicts, a sense of grieving, maybe morose, okay, because of something that's happened in the past, and that explains why you've been in this healing sort of energy, okay, making truce, okay, with the situation, accepting it for what it is. I feel like this person is kind of taking it easy, okay. They are tending to their own stuff, trying to overcome challenges, okay, of their own, and overcome fears of their own. But they are thinking about and feeling, okay, that there is a sense of victory, a sense of success here, and their wishes can come true, okay. Their behavior, you've got the 3 of Swords, the Tower, and the Page of Wands. Wow. You've got the 10 of Cups and the Temperance. Again, the sense of healing is happening at your end. You're trying to get back on your feet is what I'm hearing, okay. Gradually trying to get to know this person is what I'm feeling, and you're tipping your toes in the water to see if this is something that could lead to something long term, something sustainable, okay. This person's behavior is a bit tricky though. They may be slightly even, volatile is what I'm getting. Look at the Ace of Wands. Why do we have the Tower and the 3 of Swords here? Let's get one clarifier for the Hangman as well. Why is the Hangman here? Oh, we've got 3. Ooh, okay. This person's going through some challenges, okay. They're trying to move on from a place of feeling distraught and feeling in despair and just being done, basically. Perhaps even depression for some of you. I feel like both of you are kind of healing from something difficult, but it looks like this person is going through a lot of upheaval, okay. But the good thing is that they have the 6 of Wands and the Chariot. So they are trying to move on. They are trying to move forward. And, come towards you is what I'm getting. They want to approach you with a renewed sense of hope and love with this cup, okay. But their behavior at the moment is a bit volatile. So it would probably be a good idea for you to give them some space. Also because I feel that you have your own challenges to deal with. You've got 2 5s here, which is about changes, okay. You are still kind of getting over something, okay, from the past, and for it to reach a place of balance and harmony, which is the 6, okay, it's going to take a level of acceptance, and that I feel is what you're trying to do here, okay, with this 6 of Pentacles. Now, there is some upheaval in this person's life, okay, and they may be coming across as someone who is curious, who wants to move forward, who is looking forward to a new beginning and things like that, but they're still hurting, okay. There's a lot going on beneath the surface that you probably would not be aware of. Maybe you think that this person is not really giving you much attention, but there's a lot going on within them. And their behavior, for that matter, could be quite volatile, could be quite unpredictable, is what I'm hearing, okay? Could be unpredictable. What do they want? The Three of Cups and the Moon. There's some sense of mystery here. But the Three of Cups is also about a reunion of some sorts. If this is someone from the past, then they've realized that this is the connection that they've always wanted. Okay. This is a bit tricky. Let's see. Let's ask for some clarifiers. Why is the Moon and the Three of Cups here? Too many. Please give me 1 or 2 cards for the Three of Cups and the Moon, please. Okay. When the Moon card comes up in tarot, it's usually, I see it also as a message that Spirit doesn't really want you to know this part. It's a mystery, okay. But there may be like a third angle to the situation which you are not aware of. Yeah, it seems more like a reconciliation, okay. They want to perhaps come towards you because they're feeling better in terms of their stability and security now, and offer you a new beginning, a new stable environment, something to build on, something to look forward to, something that has stability and security at the roots, okay, that has a strong foundation. So they want to perhaps reconcile with you, okay. That's what I'm getting with the Judgment. This could likely be someone from your past who wants to come back in your life, and they see that you are this perfect match for them, and things may have been quite difficult in the past, which is why I see these 2 5s here on your side. So you may be still trying to come to terms with what's happened in the past, okay. But I feel like this person, in the past, they may have been someone who was kind of in and out of your life, and what I'm hearing is they're determined now to put an end to that. So they may be coming in with the intention of discussing things with you and moving forward, okay, and having like that strong, stable foundation. But again, their behavior for some reason is still quite unpredictable, which goes back to the Knight of Wands. That is unpredictable kind of energy. But I'm also getting that something's changed about them. What do you want? You want clarity, okay? You want the truth to be spoken. And I get the feeling that you want to actually sort of rely on your intuition, your inner wisdom. You want to be left alone for some time is what I'm getting, so that you can get some like a better perspective of the situation. And yeah, that is what I'm getting. Let's see where this is headed. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups, the Devil, and the King of Swords. What's the Devil here for? This is quite complicated. But I feel like you do have strong feelings for each other. Speaking of feelings, got the Queen of Cups here. This person is going to approach you, okay, for a new beginning and things like that, and wanting to come in with a fresh perspective, wanting to restart something that was perhaps dead, okay. But I feel that you're going to, at least by the end of Feb, perhaps moving into March, you will find yourself at a crossroads, okay, having to decide whether this is something that is worth exploring, because there's a part of you that is quite it's what I'm hearing is wiser because of the lessons that you've learned, okay, so which also goes well with the Hermit card. So I feel like there's a sense of you relying on your intuition, your intellect, your wisdom, okay. And what I'm also hearing is once bitten, twice shy. So maybe you're going to be really careful around this person is what I'm getting. Even though on the surface, it seems like you do have feelings for each other, okay, like strong feelings. But it just feels like I hope I haven't lost you. If only you'd let me in. This is what this person wants to say to you. Okay, perhaps they want a second chance with you. I have so much to say to you, but the cat caught my tongue. What else do they want to say to you, Taurus? Okay, we've got commitment is a scary thing, and let's take things one day at a time. Maybe this person has changed their ways, but for them there's still this deep-rooted fear of commitment, I feel, okay, which is why they're coming across as the Knight of Cups, not the Knight of Pentacles. So it's not entirely dependable, and I'm getting that their behavior is quite unpredictable, so that is something to watch out for. Oops, too many. What does Taurus want to say to this person? What does Taurus want to say to this person? But they're still coming in with a sense of hope that you will perhaps accept them, okay? Two's company, three is a crown, okay? So you perhaps think that there is a third element, a third party to this situation, and okay, this says, I wish you the best, it's time to move on. I need to love myself first. I feel like you're prioritizing yourself, that is what that means. And at the same time, you can't stop thinking about them. We don't talk anymore like we used to. So this to me is someone who you've sort of had a distance between this person and you, but they're coming in with some kind of hope that things are going to turn around. But there is a third, at least you suspect that there is a third element to this situation, maybe a third person or someone they've been with in the past, okay, and who they may have left, but you're still suspicious, and part of you is still kind of living there, okay, living in that energy of the past. Let's see, we get stillness, promise, magician and the mirror, door to personal healing and happiness, exchanging gifts and not for you. Okay, what I'm hearing is the person that you want to manifest for yourself, okay, the partner you want basically to be there. There's a promise for that to happen. But with the stillness card here, I feel like that is what you want at the moment. Okay, and that's a good idea for you to be still, be quiet, to shut the noise off in your mind and to basically allow things to happen on their own. Because things may have been quite chaotic with this person is what I'm getting because of the unpredictability of it all. And when you're quiet, when you're still, you'll be able to really understand if this is the right person for you or not. Okay? Either way, there's a promise here for something beautiful, something that you really want. Okay? Something that brings more equality and balance in your life. Waiting on the other side. I feel like that is what you're even thinking about. With the Six of Pentacles, exchanging gifts, okay, being with someone who is an equal, someone who puts in the effort just as much as you do. And right now the focus, I feel, is for you to put yourself first, put your healing and happiness first before anyone else, which is, I feel, what you're concentrating on as well. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here and I will move now to the singles reading. I wish you all the very best with this situation. It is a bit complicated, but hang in there. Okay, so I'll see you again in another video. Take care. God bless. Bye bye. Hi Taurus singles, this is your reading for the month of Feb. Okay, so we've got this one wanted to jump out and I feel like this is where I should start. This is kind of your energy, okay, with the element of earth being here. I feel like you're patiently waiting for the right person to come along. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting here. But I don't get a sense of desperation. It's not like you're, oh my god, I really want someone. You know, there's not this, I'm not getting a sense of longing. But I am getting a sense of patience. Okay? And perhaps waiting for the right person to come in. Okay. And now we have Justice at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Libra that you are perhaps dealing with. Okay. Wow. These two cards had come up in the couples reading as thoughts and feelings. So I guess there's that energy seeping in through this reading as well. This happens, okay, quite often. And this one also actually came in. Wow, am I just reading for the same person? Seems like it. Yeah. I did shuffle the cards, okay, quite well. Okay, long story short, I feel that This is someone perhaps from your past, okay, who is coming in rapidly, quite quickly. This is a card that reading started with. And a lot of the same cards have come up here, even though I have shuffled them. You could be dealing with an Aries, but I feel that this is your energy. What's happening? Okay, let's start with the recent past. We have the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. This is or was rather the situation with this person, most likely, who is coming in now, okay, probably returning. And you've had a difficult past, okay, with this person. I feel someone who you didn't really get along with, I guess. And it's just that there's this friction, okay, that I'm feeling between the two of you. Now, I get the feeling that you did move past that, but there's still perhaps a part of you that is trying to work things out. So you're sort of in between, I feel, you know, that transition phase when you're not completely single yet, but you are single, you know, that kind of phase. And what's interesting is that in the present position, you have the Knight of Wands approaching you. This is a strong fiery energy, but it's also kind of unreliable. Someone who's in and out, who is not completely dependable, okay. So with the fire energy, it's very quick, it's very determined, it's passionate, but it fizzles out, okay. So it's very easy to just pour water over fire and it's all gone. So I feel like it just results in steam, and I'm hearing much ado about nothing. So perhaps that is what your equation is with this person. Now, what's happening beneath the surface is that you're trying to take care of yourself, okay, Taurus, and you being in this earth element, you're trying to really understand your role in this situation, trying to come to terms with any sort of subconscious fears or anxieties that are coming up at this moment, maybe difficult emotions to deal with. That is what you're doing, okay, beneath the surface, and it's part of your spiritual growth to understand the lessons from this past situation, trying to deal with it as best as you can, and by being in your element, which is the earth element. So taking good care of yourself, maybe exercising, having a routine, which is very much like the Emperor energy, being disciplined, being structured, being also very good at managing your day-to-day, you know, habits and things like that. So putting those things in place also helps us to sort of deal with and navigate through difficult energies, because it brings a sense of stability in our lives, okay. And that is how I feel. Sorry about that, I was getting a notification. So that is how I feel you are dealing with some challenging emotions, okay. Now what's happening on the outside is that you're getting attention from people. You are there is a possibility of a new beginning, a new start, and meeting someone who is like a good match for you. But I get the feeling that this person, the one who's approaching you, is not really someone who is worth depending on, okay, or worth investing in, is what I'm getting. But there is a possibility in your environment for something really good to come along, okay, for like a soulmate energy to develop. which is going to be a brand new start, a brand new beginning. And I feel like that is a possibility, but it's up to you to decide, okay, to make that choice is what I'm getting. And speaking of choice, we do have the Lovers here in the near future. Okay, nothing is set in stone, but that is what I'm getting. In the near future, that is towards the end of Feb perhaps, or moving into March, I feel that you're going to unbind yourself, okay, and liberate yourself from something that was keeping you stuck, something that was just limiting you, okay, to a great extent, where you felt helpless and powerless is what I'm getting. Even though you never really are, okay, the swords element is that of the mind, but it can be so overwhelming, it can be so overpowering that it becomes difficult for you to move forward and look past those limitations. And I feel like you're going to set yourself free from whoever this person was, whose energy is perhaps still lingering in your present, okay? And the Six of Swords is beautiful. I love seeing that here, because you're moving past, you're moving on. That's probably the only... That and the Ace of Swords is probably the only positive card in the Swords element. And you're gradually coming to a place where you can be in this powerful, decisive stance, okay, where you can make a choice that is good for you, make a decision that you can be firm with, and you can take accountability, take ownership of your life, okay, that is what I'm getting for you. And with the Lovers here again, there is a possibility of something new coming into your life, something that is more suited to you, something that you don't actually mind waiting patiently for, okay? Because I feel like you're in this really powerful place. You are not in a hurry, you're not budging, you are focusing on your goals and things like that. You're putting yourself first. So, and you're working on things that basically your personal goals, okay, your accomplishments. So it doesn't seem like you are in a hurry at all to meet the one, okay? And in fact, you're holding out for someone who can be in that category, who can be like a soulmate, okay? Let's see, let's get some oracle cards for you. We've got Message in a Bottle, New Life, wow. And the Tribe, this is beautiful. So I feel like with the Message in a Bottle, it could be something that is unexpected, that is coming towards you, okay? But it's also floating in the ocean somewhere out there, and it's least expected. So I feel like this is going to come to you when you least expect it, and this message is going to be important for you. For others of you, this is the validation that this is the message that you were perhaps looking for or waiting to hear, okay? And with the New Life and the Tribe, wow, there's potential here for someone really good to come in, for you to start a new life with somebody who actually belongs in your life, who you can trust, you can rely on, who you can depend on, and who feels like your soul family, okay? Who feels like a soulmate. That is what I'm getting. Let's get one more card for maybe some advice for you. Instinct, okay. Vision Quest. And Blessings, wow. So I feel like I need one more. Yeah, Perspective. So I feel like you're trying to get a deeper, a better perspective of the situation, of how things have been, of how things should be, and what is your role to play in this whole dynamic. And you have strong instincts, okay? So follow them, because that will lead you to something that is beautiful. You do have blessings coming in your love life, but there's going to be a bit of a quest before that, okay? And by quest, I mean that you're not really going out there and looking for the one. It's going to come to you, but the idea is also to have a clear vision of what you want, because then it can come to you. You have to put your intention out there and wait for the universe to do its magic and send it back to you, okay, in terms in the form of blessings. So that is your reading. I hope this was useful in some way, and I wish you all the very best for the month ahead. Looks promising. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again in another video. God bless. Bye bye.